Alrighty guys, on tonight's episode we are going to be investigating Zoar Cemetery. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is going to be a bit of a weird video, and I don't know when you guys are going to get to see it, because it's going to probably take me a while to figure out how to use the new editing app that I just got. I'm going to try and make this video a little cooler and a little more professional with like an intro and all that. But this video is going to be a bit weird also, because I'm pretty sure the property that this cemetery is on is a like private property, and I could not get contact with the owners. There's like an animal over there, I'm pretty sure. I'm not at the cemetery right now. I'm at West Morris Campground right now. I figured I'd park here and show off all my gear before I go over there. But yeah, I think it's private property. There's signs over there. I've been up in there before. From what I can tell, it's also a very old cemetery. I don't know much about it. I think it's a little older than Reed Cemetery. But yeah, let's go ahead and get over there. Alrighty, so Zoar Cemetery is pretty much directly across the street from where we are at right now. I got a little spooked by the animal that I was hearing walking around. It's probably a raccoon. It sounded small, but I still didn't want to stick around. But I didn't get to actually say all the gear that I had at the time, so I will tell you now. I have an extra flashlight this time with me because, and I tested it. I don't know why it died so fast. I left it on the brightest setting for, it lasted for about 20 minutes. And I looked back and the video was about 8 minutes long, and it had been charging all night before I went to Reed Cemetery and used the flashlight for the first time. So I don't know. Again, I'm not going to say that's like paranormal evidence or anything like that, but it was spooky. But so I've got 2 flashlights with me this time. I've got a couple battery packs. I've got my phone on one of the battery packs right now because it's low on charge. But if it dies, you know, I mean, that's just because it's low on charge. I don't think it will, though. It's not that low. But directly across the street right now, you are looking at Zoar Cemetery. We're gonna have to be careful kind of getting up in there. Bear with this vehicle. Also, it makes a lot of noises, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm having to push the throttle pretty hard for it to move. It's got the pedal itself is sticking really bad. I think it's like rusted. So I don't know. But this is I believe private property, and I believe this graveyard, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I did look something up about it a while back. I just kind of read like a brief thing, and I honestly don't even know if it's the same cemetery, but it's a pretty uncommon name, so I'm not sure. But it's I think from around the 1700s, but I think it's somewhere in this vicinity behind this gazebo looking thing. Yeah. Alrighty, so I've got my gear ready, and I've got another phone with me as well. Last time when I went to Reed Cemetery, I forgot to post this with the video. I had my camera in, or actually it wasn't the last time, it was, I think, the first video that I made. I had my camera going in the car just to see, like, you know, like me walking to the graveyard and all that stuff. But it started shaking in the car, and I'm gonna see if I can catch something like that again. I think it was just a glitch. It didn't, like, it seemed weird, but I'm gonna set up my camera on my other phone to record, like, where this one's mounted right now as I walk towards the graveyard. And then yeah, I think I see gravestones over there, so roll these windows up and we're gonna get ready to walk over there. Alrighty, here it is. We're going to do our best to avoid this little shack here because there are a couple of things built in here and a lot of leaves and a box that I see. And I'm not trying to get bit by a snake. Well, here she is, Zoar Cemetery. Now, like I said, I don't know how old this cemetery is. And something I would like to mention that I don't believe I've mentioned in any of my videos before, I highly recommend, especially if you're not from here, if you decide to come and do something like this or go exploring in rural areas regardless, please carry a firearm with you because wildlife and people are not your friends out here in the boonies. I can tell you that wholeheartedly. August 27th, 1853, December 25th, 1938. J. Frank Mullenix, gone but not forgotten. Oh, his wife, Lucy J. Coggin, October 27th, 1852, October 26th, 1930. Wow. Well, I don't think this graveyard is as old as I might have thought it was. And I don't want to step on any gravestones. I don't believe that's readable. Well, this is a pretty cool graveyard. I heard my car pop over there. I just want to mention that so that way, in case it was heard on the audio, nobody gets it confused for what might be paranormal activity. I don't see any gravestone here. I don't want to walk. There's a bunch of small ones, so I don't want to walk over any of them. James P. Morton, born 1832. I think it says died 1894. I can't see it very well. We'll go a little further into the graveyard. Kearns or Kearns. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Elias Hurl, Mary L. or A, my bad. 1842 to 1900, 1835 to 1897. I wonder if this is like a Confederate graveyard because I'm seeing a lot of rebel flags. I don't know much about the history of this graveyard or the history of any type of wars or battles that may have happened in this area. Cranford. Mary Frances, his wife, April 30, 1850, March 31st, 1930. W.M. Stokes Cranford, September 22nd, 1855, December 5th, 1913. I just realized I said September 22nd. I feel like my brain is no good anymore. Well, I would walk further over there, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of afraid to. And I'm gonna pull a famous move of mine, which is get closer to the edge of the graveyard so I can ask questions. And if anything happens and I get spooked, I'm close to my vehicle and I can cop out. Alrighty, if there's anyone at this graveyard that would like to leave a message for the camera, please let your presence be known now. If anyone in this graveyard participated in any battle of any kind, say something to the camera so the viewers can hear you. That was a weird timing for my car popping. If any of the residents of this graveyard would like to leave a final message to the camera before I head out of here, say something now and let your presence be known to the camera. Alrighty. To the residents of Zoar Cemetery, I bid you farewell. Goodbye now. And to anyone that might stumble across this video, I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, definitely give my channel a subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps me out a lot. And until next time, oh, there goes my car popping again. Love you. Bye.